let's have a chat. So it recently came to my attention that some people don't think that women can be strong enough, and I think as a disclaimer, I just want to say again, that there's always somebody out there that's stronger than you. Doesn't matter who you are, how you identify, what gender you think you might be. But as a female and somebody that doesn't worry about pronouns, respectfully, I think if you choose to say out loud what your pronouns are, it's okay. Anyways, I think lots of girls are not encouraged to pick things up and put things down, to carry a load, or even to do work, to do jobs that require physical work. And the dog's tired of this conversation, so she's leaving, but I think what I want to get from this is that if you have young ladies in your life and you want them to feel confident and capable, I think it's good to test them every once in a while to see, if they are strong, and if they aren't strong enough, find out what it is that they're doing that's not quite helping. And some people are just the way that they are. Sometimes you're born with a body that's not going to build as much strength without a lot more effort. But I think we all have it in us when we start out small and little, that we have the opportunity to move our arms and legs and to get up and get outside and do jobs. And if you're not provided those opportunities, you're gonna be living the rest of your life with noodle arms. Anyways, bunch of people in apartments with noodle arms. I was gonna maybe say something else that I shouldn't there, but I never had anyone deter me from trying to do things that were physically challenging till I got a little bit older. And I think looking back on it as an older person with an aging body, I think of how many times people might have been looking at me and wondering why I would even bother trying to do things that were so challenging. But if you're a boy or a man, you know what your limitations are, because it's a good chance you've tried. But for girls, I think if they're not raised with a certain amount of encouragement to lift heavy things, to see how much they can do, they're always going to think they're not strong enough. And it goes the same for boys too. If they're just going to go through life without even trying, then they probably will not be as strong as they could. And this is too much talking, but if you just start small and work your way up, and if you run out of motivation to go to the gym, don't worry about it. There's lots of great activities outside and jobs you can get that are functionally fit and will continue to keep you healthy and keep you strong. and it helps your brain too. There are some people that think that lifting weights is a form of cardio, and while that can be true, I think everybody needs to be looking at their personal fitness as not just a way to stay thin and attractive, but also a way to build muscle, stay strong, keep your bones healthy, all your ligaments and tendons and tissues are working, and you got good circulation. I'm not gonna get too much into this, but I'm sitting on the bench right now. It's something I've had since I was about, I don't know, 12 or 13, and I used to spend 3 or 4 hours in my room just doing leg extensions and curls, hamstring curls. It's not the recommended exercise that we do these days, but I used to do it for repetition, and I slowly built up the weight capacity. And this doesn't sound good if you're a personal trainer, but I used to do it for like, I don't know, an hour. I would just be pumping for an hour. There's definitely a lot of ways young kids can get injured early on, but pushing their limits and trying to get stronger and being enabled to be strong rather than just not even trying, I think is the worst thing you can do for anyone's self-esteem, whether you're a girl or you're a boy or something in between. And I don't think it's fair to say that anybody would live their life happily without exercise or fitness. But I think we all know that there's lots of jobs that we just sort of gravitate towards when we know we're capable of doing them. So if there's something out there you think is a little bit out of your reach, it could be, but it's also possible that you weren't necessarily told that you could do it. So I'm saying to you right now that you could probably do it, and it's real competitive out there for any kind of job. So if there's a specific type of job you would really like to be doing, start working on it now. And if you got a little one out there that needs a little bit of encouragement in the exercise department, maybe just find them an activity that makes them have to be active. Doesn't have to be a sport. Could be anything like outdoor activities. You know, there's some clubs out there that will get you outside, fresh air. You have to move around. You might not be running marathons with them, but you're definitely using your body and making your life sort of meaningful. I've spent a lot of time in the gym, and I won't say I regret the time in the gym, but I think there's lots of other places I could have been where I would have gotten just as good of a workout. And so we have to start thinking beyond the borders of gender, beyond the borders of what people consider to be strength training and aerobic and anaerobic fitness, because you guys can do it. That's all I wanted to say.